The calendar turned to a whole new year, and the world decided we should just disappear from each other's timeline. Our stories torn in half, leaving me stranded on this cold paragraph. You moved on cleanly, found a new chapter to write, while I'm still stuck here waiting for the light to break through the memory, to give my heart a rest. But this love is like a phantom limb inside my chest, and it's an endless love, a weight I can't put down, a permanent fixture in this empty, quiet town. It doesn't need your presence to constantly survive. It only needs my breathing to keep itself alive. It's not a feeling, it's a sentence, a beautiful, cruel fate to love you eternally while you stand outside the gate. It's an endless love that asks for no return, just a devastating, constant, slow motion burn. I saw you laughing on a crowded street today. You looked untroubled, light years away from the heavy silence that settles over me now. The finality of the pardon, the inescapable vow that I made to myself that day you walk out the door, that I would keep loving you and nothing less, nothing more. But I didn't realize that loyalty would be my chain, trapped in this endless love. Welcome in the pain. It's an endless love, a weight I can't put down, a permanent fixture in this empty, quiet town. It doesn't need your presence to constantly survive. It only needs my breathing to keep itself alive. It's not a feeling, it's a sentence, a beautiful, cruel fate to love you eternally while you stand outside the gate. It's an endless love that asks for no return, just a devastating, constant, slow motion burn. I wish I could turn it off like a faulty buzzing light, to find the relief of a true and permanent night. But every sunrise is just a reminder of the sun that rose on the day our story was truly done. And still this devotion, it refuses to die. An endless love beneath an indifferent sky. And it's an endless love, a weight I can't put down, a permanent fixture in this empty, quiet town. It doesn't need your presence to constantly survive. It only needs my breathing to keep itself alive. It's not a feeling, it's a sentence, a beautiful, cruel fate to love you eternally while you stand outside the gate. It's an endless love that asks for no return, just a devastating, constant, slow motion burn. This endless love is just me now and you forever. We share the same air, we cross the same floor. You talk about your day right outside my door. A casual friend now, that's what we pretend to be, ignoring the history, the gravity, the sheer intensity of knowing every subtle shift in your tone, the rhythm of your footsteps when you think you're alone. In this quiet proximity, it slices like a knife, because you're a planet away, you're still a fixture in my life. And the beautiful agony of having you near me is the constant sound of a heart that I can't quite free. I can see your smile, but I can't be the reason it shines. We're two separate circles where our borders used to twine. It's a torture to watch you so effortlessly bright. trembling hands. You trust me with secrets, things you tell no one else. Oblivious to the depth of the love that still dwells right beneath the surface, behind this practice calm. Wishing I could pull you back, safe within my arm, but the line is drawn clearly, a boundary defined. And I must be grateful for the small pieces you leave behind, and the beautiful agony of having you near me is the constant sound of a heart I can't quite free. I can see your smile, but I can't be the reason it shines. This was the circles where our borders used to twine. It's a torture to watch you so effortlessly bright, while I stand in the shadows of the love that took flight. Oh, having you near me is the loneliest place to be, haunted by joy and surrounded by your grace. I catch your eye across the room for just a second's glance, and the memory hits me of a long lost chance, the warmth that we share, the future we believe. Now every passing moment leaves me more bereaved. If you were far away, maybe I could move on, but how do you escape the sun when you're caught in its dawn? Just inches away. Having melody. Just inches away. Yet I can't touch you, having you near me. It's just the silence amplified. Ooh, hey. Ooh. The world keeps spinning, they say. Life moves on, but my clock stopped ticking and the minute you were gone. Every road sign points to places I don't know, because all my destinations ended where you used to go. My phone lights up, 1,000 messages appear, but the only name I'm looking for is the one that isn't here. And I'm so lost, caught between the love that burns so deep and the painful truth that you're a promise I can't keep. The map we drew together, now it's torn in two. Every step I take is just a step away from you. I still breathe your name, a prayer on the frost. I'm so lost in the space where we were found. I see couples laughing, hands entwined and warm, and I remember shelter in the eye of every storm. How did something so certain turn into this doubt? I keep rereading pages, trying to figure out the chapter where the hero simply walks away, leaving the others stranded at the close of day. And I'm so lost, caught between the love that burns so deep and the painful truth that you're a promise I can't keep. The map we drew together, now it's torn in two. Every step I take is just a step away from you. I still breathe your name, a prayer on the frost. I'm so lost in the space where we were found. They say time heals everything, but it's just a lie they sell. My heart is still tethered to the shadow where you fell. I don't know how to navigate this. The two so vast. My future used to be your face, defined by your past. Tell me, how do I find home when home was always you. And now I'm so lost, caught between the love that burns so deep and the painful truth that you're a promise I can't keep. The map we drew together, now it's torn in two. Every step I take is just a step away from you. I still breathe your name, a prayer on the frost. I'm so lost in the space where we were found. I'm so lost, still loving you, just lost. The absence of us is everything. Don't reach across this table, don't pretend you might still care. Don't offer me a fragile truce, a thread I can repair. I see the pity in your eyes, the guilt you cannot hide. It's cleaner if you take your knife and simply leave it deep inside. Because the hope that flickers when you glance my way again is worse than the final cut and blow, the necessary pain. Just leave me in pain, don't wrap it up in kindness. Don't tell me we were wonderful, just point out all my blindness. Walk out the door and slam it shut until the echo stops. I need this ache to anchor me, to count the weary drops of tears I won't let fall for you, for what we couldn't keep. Leave me in pain so I can finally fall asleep. You talk about a friendship, a future where we're fine, but friendship is a flimsy bridge over a burning line. I don't want comfort, I don't need a soft and gentle ending. I need the wound to stay wide open, the lesson unrelenting. If I feel better for a day, I'll forget why you had to go, and I'll be back here begging, standing in the stinging snow. So don't you try to fix the mess, don't try to ease the fall. I need the violence of this truth to finally lose it all. Just leave me in pain, don't wrap it up in kindness. Don't tell me we were wonderful, just point out all my blindness. Walk out the door and slam it shut until the echo stops. I need this ache to anchor me, to count the weary drops of tears I won't let fall for you, for what we couldn't keep. Leave me in pain so I can finally fall asleep. You wanna make it easy, you wanna ease the sting, but every kindness you now show is a ghost that tries to sing the songs we used to cherish, the promises we made. Please shatter every melody, let every memory fade to dust and sharp regret. It's the only way I'll learn to stop standing by this wreckage, waiting for the fires to return. Just leave me in pain, don't wrap it up in kindness. Don't tell me we were wonderful, just point out all my blindness. Walk out the door and slam it shut until the echo stops. I need this ache to anchor me, to count the weary drops of tears I won't let fall for you, for what we couldn't keep. Leave me in pain so I can finally fall asleep. Just go, take the peace you think you owe me, and let me have the hurt. It's the only thing that belongs to me now. Leave me in pain, I can handle the pain. The silence in this room is thick, a blanket spun from dread. We sit across the table, hearing all the words unsaid. Your hand is close, but miles away, a landscape I can't cross. And every breath I take just calculates the coming loss. The way you look is kinder now, a gentleness I fear. It means the chapter's closing, though no final word is here. And this is silent heartbreak, the kind that doesn't scream. It's just the steady, subtle fading of a cherished dream. I'm building walls behind my eyes. You won't see me undone, watching our world turn to dust beneath a still bright sun. It's a beautiful execution, a pain that makes no sound, as the love that was our whole foundation crumbles to the ground. I trace the rim of my empty glass, pretending I'm just tired. I ask about your day, the future that you've just acquired, a life that I won't share with you, a path you walk alone. And I smile and nod and wish you well, collecting every stone to weigh down this pathetic lump that tries to rise within my throat, to keep the floodgates firmly shut and leave no single note of the sorrow that is carving out a hollow in my chest. I swallow down the evidence and put my grief to rest. And this is silent heartbreak, the kind that doesn't scream. It's just the steady, subtle fading of a cherished dream. I'm building walls behind my eyes. You won't see me undone, watching our world turn to dust beneath a still bright sun. It's a beautiful execution, a pain that makes no sound, as the love that was our whole foundation crumbles to the ground. If I could scream, maybe the cracks would show. If I could cry, maybe the hurt would go. But I must keep it polished, a perfect final memory for the moment when you finally turn and walk away from me. This last performance, I must get it right. The silent heartbreak shining in the light. And this is silent heartbreak, the kind that doesn't scream. It's just the steady, subtle fading of a cherished dream. I'm building walls behind my eyes. You won't see me undone, watching our world turn to dust beneath a still bright sun. It's a beautiful execution, a pain that makes no sound, as the love that was our whole foundation crumbles to the ground. No sound, no tear, just the space you leave behind, and me right here. Silent heartbreak, just the silence. I wrote this down 100 times on napkin screens and scrap, the perfect combination of regret to bridge the broken gaps. But every time I reach this ending, my fingers would just freeze, because 'cause the words were too immense, hanging heavy in the breeze. I wanted to confess the ways I failed you, small and vast, the promises I made and then dismissed, too quickly surpassed by my own stubborn pride. My fear, the walls I built so high, it was easier to let you leave than let my defenses die. And I owe you the apology that should have saved our start. Instead I let it fester, rotting out the beating heart of everything we built, the future that we swore we'd keep. I let the silence do the talking. Now I wake up from my sleep with the taste of ash and regret, a truth I can't deny. The damage wasn't done by chance, the fault was mostly mine. This is the sound of sorry, a whisper on the wind for the beautiful love I destroyed before the very end. Do you remember that kitchen fight? The words I threw like stones, they weren't about the dishes or the house, they hit you in the bones. I didn't mean them, not the malice, just the need to win the round. I conquered you but lost the peace and watched the ground cave in around. The fragile, honest understanding that we used to share. I took your patience for granted, believing you'd always be there. Now I stand here with the blueprint of exactly where I went wrong, but the architect is gone and the silence is too long. And I owe you the apology that should have saved our start. Instead I let it fester, rotting out the beating heart of everything we built, the future that we swore we'd keep. I let the silence do the talking. Now I wake up from my sleep with the taste of ash and regret, a truth I can't deny. The damage wasn't done by chance, the fault was mostly mine. This is the sound of sorry, a whisper on the wind for the beautiful love I destroyed before the very end. I know they're saying it now would just be selfish, I just ease my own release. I would be begging you for mercy, trying to purchase inner peace. So I'll keep this burden on my shoulders, every mistake I couldn't see, because the only thing worse than losing you is asking for forgiveness from you now for me. I'm sorry that I couldn't be the man you deserve to keep. I'm sorry that I waited till you already sound asleep in someone else's arms, far away from my mistakes. This apology is just for the hollow ache it makes. I am sorry. The coffee's cold, the sunlight streams across the dust motes of our shattered dreams. This apartment still remembers when your laugh was the soundtrack to my then. Now the silence is a heavy cloak, and every whisper of your name feels like a cruel joke. 'Cause they say that love is just a chain reaction, but yours was the slow burn, the perfect satisfaction. We were beautiful things, weren't we? A masterpiece painted in fire and sea. I look for your ghost in the curve of the stair, a phantom limb reaching for something that's not there. And the hardest part of the falling apart is knowing I'll never again see the start of the beautiful things you brought to my heart, the beautiful things that tore it if the sky doesn't know you've forgotten my name. I hate how I still catch your scent on the air, a cruel reminder that you're no longer there. And I wouldn't trade the memory, no, I swear. But sometimes I wish we'd never shared those moments, those wishes, those whispered desires. If this is the price for setting my soul on fire. We were beautiful things, weren't we? A masterpiece painted in fire and sea. I look for your ghost in the curve of the stair, a phantom limb reaching for something that's not there. And the hardest part of the falling apart is knowing I'll never again see the start of the beautiful things you brought to my heart, the beautiful things that tore it apart. Oh, the beautiful things. Oh, the beautiful things. The most beautiful things are always the ones you lose. They always are. The neon bleeds into the pouring rain, reflecting every shard of this dull aching pain. The clock on the bank says 2 a.m. and I'm walking past the places that remember us then. See the corner booth where we first held hands tight. Now it's just shadows swallowing the light. I told myself I wouldn't retrace the steps, but tonight the memory is all that's left. These are the lonely streets where we used to meet. Now every step I take tastes incomplete. They whisper your name on the chill evening breeze, rustling through the empty skeletal trees. And I'm caught in the echoes, the ghosts of your touch, loving the past too intensely, maybe too much. These lonely streets are the map of my despair, because every single one leads me back to you, being not there. I pause beneath the lamp where we said goodbye, the place where I watched the hope drain from your eye. I remember the words sharp and cold and low, the ones that severed the thread and made you go. I stand here now, regretting every syllable, wishing I could make the silence forgivable. But the truth hangs heavy, concrete and real. This emptiness is the consequence. I feel these are the lonely streets where we used to meet. Now every step I take tastes incomplete. They whisper your name on the chill evening breeze, rustling through the empty skeletal trees. And I'm caught in the echoes, the ghosts of your touch, loving the past too intensely, maybe too much. These lonely streets are the map of my despair, because every single one leads me back to you, being not there. I drive past your window just to have it. Now I know, oh, hoping to catch a flicker, a momentary glow, just proof that you're thriving, that you found your new space, while I'm stuck wandering the you're trying to cry. Saw the map of my despair, because every single one leads me back to you being not there, just not there. The lonely streets, and I keep walking, waiting for the sun to rise and prove me. I spent too long trying to fit the mold, the one you drew out, precious as gold. Trying to be the hero you deserved in the script, but my foundation was cracking and my spirit was stripped. I watched you dim your light just to match my shade, and I realized the promise I constantly made was that I couldn't lift you, I was dragging you down. So tonight I take off the unworthy crown, and here's your perfect, wrapped in a clean slate. It's the space you needed before it got too late. It's the silence where my burdens used to ring. It's the freedom to find the song you were meant to sing. I'm stepping aside, stepping out of the frame, washing my hands of this self-inflicted shame. Go find the sun that I couldn't reflect. Here's your perfect, with all due respect. You deserve morning coffee and plans that take hold, not broken engines and stories half told. You deserve someone whose spirit can soar, someone who knocks confidently right on your door. I only brought you shadows, uncertainty and doubt. I was a wildfire you kept trying to put out, and the kindest thing I can offer, the truest form of my love, is releasing the tight grip and watching you rise above. And here's your perfect, wrapped in a clean slate. It's the space you needed before it got too late. It's the silence where my burdens used to ring. It's the freedom to find the song you were meant to sing. I'm stepping aside, stepping out of the frame, washing my hands of this self-inflicted shame. Go find the sun that I couldn't reflect. Here's your perfect, with all due respect. It hurts like hell to draw this line in the sand, to break the connection and lose the touch of your hand. But I know that pain is just the cost of my growth, and you shouldn't pay for my failure, for my long-held sloth. I'll take the blame, I'll walk into the grave. Just promise me you won't throw your future away. And here's your perfect, wrapped in a clean slate. It's the space you needed before it got too late. It's the silence where my burdens used to ring. It's the freedom to find the song you were meant to sing. I'm stepping aside, stepping out of the frame, washing my hands of the self-inflicted shame. Go find the sun that I couldn't reflect. Here's your perfect, with all due respect. Go
bright sky is your perfect and goodbye.
The phone is sitting 6 inches from my hand, a lifeline to the only soul who understands the wiring in my head, the chaos in my chest. But I'm rooted to the spot, failing the final test. I replay the argument 100 times tonight. Who said what first and who was wrong? Right, the details blur, the venom is the only trace. Now there's just an empty space where your voice used to chase the fear. It shouldn't be this hard to say I'm sorry, to swallow the pride that ends a tragic story. I know that simple sentence holds the key to bring you back, to save the part of we. But the words are stuck like stones beneath my tongue, a heavy, foolish anthem that is wrongly sung. This lonely ballad of a fool who couldn't yield. Hard to say I'm sorry when the damage has been sealed. I walk past your side of the closet, still intact, a monument to everything I can't take back. I can't admit my faults to the mirror, cold and still, but facing you with vulnerability that defies my will. I built this fortress around my ego and my need, ignoring the warning signs, planting the toxic seed. Now the silence is a judge and it finds me guilty, true, of loving my own stubbornness more than I loved you. It shouldn't be this hard to say I'm sorry, to swallow the pride that ends this tragic story. I know that simple sentence holds the key to bring you back, to save the part of we. But the words are stuck like stones beneath my tongue, a heavy, foolish anthem that is wrongly sung. This lonely ballad of a fool who couldn't yield. Hard to say I'm sorry when the damage has been sealed. I hear the echo of your car pulling out fast, a sound that haunts me knowing that moment was the last. I pictured you waiting, hoping maybe for a sign, but I let the seconds pass, convinced the fault wasn't mine. If I call you now, will I just hear the line ring, or will I be left with the bitter truth that forgiveness won't bring you back? Because I waited just 1 hour too long. Ooh, yeah. It shouldn't be this hard to say I'm sorry, to swallow the pride that ends this tragic story. I know that simple sentence holds the key to bring you back, to save the part of we. But the words are stuck like stones beneath my tongue, a heavy, foolish anthem that is wrongly sung. This lonely ballad of a fool who couldn't yield. Hard to say I'm sorry when the damage has been sealed. I'm sorry, so terribly sorry.